And breathe. We did it. Wales get the victory against Fiji, 29 points to 17, but the scoreline certainly doesn't really tell the story of the match. Yes, Wales get the bonus point. Yes, they get the win, and they look set to top the group now with a game against Minnows at Uruguay coming up on Sunday. But it wasn't as comfortable as it may seem, and Fiji, full credit to them. Maybe the shackles are off, pressure was off, known they would have made the quarterfinals. But what a performance from Fiji. Wales, a lot to work on, but a good second half in some areas. But Fiji started the strongest. Fantastic try from Tuisova. It's a scrum for Fiji. They're just outside, about 5 metres out from the try line, and they go to the blind side. Tuisova, incredible power to beat Bigger and also to beat Josh Adams, who in that first half did struggle a little bit, but wow, what a try. Just power. There's a reason he's called the bus. He just bulldozed over some of the Wales players, and it's a fantastic finish in the corner for Fiji. And Fiji started so well. The lead up to this try, they'd been dominating. They'd had all the ball. Wales defensively, their blitz defence was just getting torn apart by Fiji's quick ball passing, and also by their quick and powerful players going through the phases, throwing the ball out wide and expressing themselves. Wales thought that they'd equalise through Josh and Navidi, who powered over for Wales, but a knock-on by Hadley Parks in the build-up to that one, so no try for Wales. Fiji thought they'd got their second try, but that was disallowed for a forward pass. As you can see, the game was just 100 miles an hour, but in the build-up to this disallowed try, Ken Owens puts in quite a dangerous tackle on the Fijian Mata, who plays for Edinburgh. It's not a red, certainly isn't a red, but definitely a yellow. Even as a Welshman, yes, it is a yellow. He goes in to tackle him. There's not that much wrapping in it, and he's dropped him dangerously. It's just a yellow, but it's a nervy yellow, and we're down to 10 men. We're behind in this game. Fiji are dominating. It's not looking too good, and Fiji actually get the next try. It's a really good try from Kimi Muravarati, who just scores in the same corner as Tuisova did just the second before. Wales' defence is all over the place, and we are certainly struggling. But Fiji's discipline cost them. Fiji's discipline, if they could have kept their discipline just for that first half, they probably would have won this match. But it is, in fact, a yellow card for Fiji. This time, it's Kuvabati, the lock, who puts in a dangerous shoulder charge, quite similar to the one we saw with Canada against the Springboks. It's a dangerous shoulder charge at the breakdown, and he's off for 10 minutes, and rightly so. Wales know they need to take full advantage of this, and they certainly do. It's a driving more, it's a good crash ball, going out to Bigger, cross kick, and Josh Adams is in the corner for Wales. Bigger converts it, Wales 7 points, and Fiji are on 10. Once again, we think Wales have scored. Josh Adams, some brilliant work on the wing from 5 metres out, but his foot is just in touch. Wales really growing into the game now, going through the phases, but not really converting that pressure into points. Fiji's defence, fair play to them. Not something you traditionally think about when you think about Fiji, but their defence was very, very good in stages today. Really impressive. But only 3 minutes later then, it's a yellow card for Fiji. 4 pens on the bounce, mostly from the scrum, and it's actually unfortunate that's the number 7 Fiji who makes a mistake at the breakdown, and he is in the sin bin. But Wales' scrum and their dominance just going through the phases there. And then 2 minutes later, Wales took full advantage of this, going through the phase, good hands out wide to Josh Adams in the corner. It's an easy try for Wales. Wales up 14 points to 10. That is the half-time score. Wales go in leading. And generally, you're thinking, oh, we're going to push on, and we are going to do we're going to do something good in the second half. We're going to pull away. But it certainly wasn't like that. Started in the worst fashion possible. James Davis getting a yellow card for us. Again, just an accumulation of penalties. Fiji going through the phases, building and building, and deservedly so. Getting a penalty try, and also James Davis getting a yellow card. Concern for Wales, Dan Bigger went off injured. It looked more serious at first. Liam Williams went up for the high ball, so did Bigger. Collided together, but he did get off the pitch. He did run off the pitch as well, and he was sat on the side of the pitch near the end of the game. He's had a lot of HIA issues, head injury assessments. Let's hope it's not too serious. We don't want to see the same thing happen to him. That's happened to Patchell. Speaking of Patchell, Patchell was the one to come on for Wales and played pretty well. Patchell then kicks over a penalty for Wales just a minute later when Fiji are offside at the breakdown. But finally, Wales are 17 all, and we begin to play. We begin to play with knowing what's in front of us and being able to go for that, because that is how we had to beat Fiji now. Their defence was too strong for us to play or pick up and go, so we had to play a little bit different. Jonathan Davis gets the ball from Patchell. It's a lovely line. He breaks through the defence, and it's a fantastic Fijian-style offload to Josh Adams, who finishes in the corner, and it's a brilliant finish. He's half in the air, half has to bundle over two Fijian guys, but gets in the corner, injures himself in the process. He did finish the match. But how serious that injury really is, we'll have to wait and see. A few injury concerns. Jonathan Davis also went off injured, so a few injury concerns about there. But finally, Wales put the nail in the coffin. Liam Williams, a good break by Gareth Davis, opens up for him, and he feeds Liam Williams, who goes over, and Patchell adds the points. That's the bonus point try as well for us, and Wales win 29-17. So the positives for Wales: we won, bonus point, that's the main thing, and that's what I would have wanted from the game. The negatives are pretty obvious. Poor defence. We let Fiji get going, and you can't afford to do that. Radradra for Fiji, terrified our defence. We just couldn't deal with him. We weren't sure whether to go close to him because he'd power over you, or step away too far because he just had the speed to beat you. Our defenders couldn't deal with him, and instead of someone standing up and taking responsibility for it, everyone seemed to shy away from him. The positives for Fiji: wow, what a performance. Probably one of their most complete performances of the World Cup, just because the fact their defence was so good for so long and their attacking play was what we traditionally think about with Fijian rugby. And Fijian rugby looks like it's in a good place at the minute, and if they'd been Uruguay, they'd be contesting to get into the quarter-finals. Wales face Uruguay on Sunday. You'd expect the team to be rotated a lot. Uruguay, although they've beaten Fiji, they are not at Fiji's level, which sounds strange, but I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say. But we'll have to go and get the bonus point there, qualify top of the group. We had a really good win against Australia. We're pretty fortunate today, I think, and there'll be a lot of questions asked about our defence, and also how serious did we take that 20 minutes? Did we think we're just going to run Fiji over? Fiji showed us differently. But Wales get the win. We can't complain too much. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on this one. Subscribe and leave a like on the video. I'll see you in the preview for Uruguay, which will be out on Saturday night. See you then. Peace.